Good morning and welcome to Coffee on the Coast. We are your hosts today, Darth Vader and Darth Vader. You are not a Jedi yet. Kristin. So I'm Tina Prigge with Vagabond Creative Studio. This is Kristin Odell of KLO LLC. You can tell we're on opposite sides today, so my pointing is all wrong. May the 4th be with you, Kristin.
May the 4th be with you.
Oh, your voice is so good. I love it.
Actually, as we were just talking before, and also with you.
Right. Okay, when somebody says to me, may the 4th be with you, my initial response in my head is, and also with you. And so thank you for saying that.
The only thing that would have made this better is if we had matching Chewbacca masks and we could have replayed the scene from Step Brothers.
Yeah. Yes, it's totally true. It's totally true. Although, can I say that I'm impressed that we had matching Darth Vader masks?
I also am impressed. This was actually a Halloween costume of Grace's a number of years ago. She went as Darth and one of her friends went as a stormtrooper.
Super cool.
I have kept it in the archives. It's been used by friends. It was a worthy investment.
Yes, my son has had this since he was about 5. He hasn't worn it recently, but he pulled it out for me and it was like covered in a layer of dust. So.
Nice. Very nice.
All right, I'm going to
take. What do you think my clients would say if I wore this to all of my appointments today?
You know what? I think you should try it, and then you should let us know what that reaction is.
I have a coaching meeting this morning with some leaders of a business. I can't imagine that this would go over.
It's kind of a great icebreaker.
Do you think that people would take me seriously as a coach?
Once you get to the serious part, I think you'd want to remove it. But, to start off and to welcome everybody and to just, get everybody feeling relaxed and good. At least I'm hoping that was the experience of viewers today, is that they had a laugh and it made them, start the day in a relaxed way. I know.
I'm on the other side. My hair is one way today. Whew.
Yeah, I'm not sure why we're flipped, but this is kind of cool. It's almost like switching sides of the bed or something. How do you feel about this?
Well, first of all, I need to move my screen over because I don't enjoy looking at my own face. I enjoy looking at your face. Doug and I used to switch sides or be more flexible about it. And as we've gotten older, we no longer swap. Like, we're very, I'm always on the left side. He's always on the right side. And that's just how we do it.
I suppose there's something comforting about having, your space, your designated little area. And it's true, we never swap either, but sometimes if I ever do take a nap or something on that side, I almost feel like I've gone on vacation somewhere, or I've traveled,
Yes.
It's just the other side of the bed, but I'm never there, right?
I think if there's some reason where we end up switching and then you you're laying on the side the way you normally lay, but all of a sudden you're breathing into each other's faces or something weird, then it's oh yeah, this is probably why we sleep the other way. Nobody wants to breathe in somebody's face all night.
So I didn't expect that we'd go from, Darth Vader and May the 4th be with you to what side of the bed do we sleep on, but this show is cool that way. Jason said, strike me down and I will become more powerful than you could possibly imagine. Obi-Wan Kenobi. Nice.
Thanks for the quote this morning, Jason. Jeff Tess, good morning, buddy.
Good morning, Jeff Tess. I know that Jeff Tess is working on a new project. I don't want to say too much because it's not my story to tell, but Jeff, when you are ready, join us on this show so we can tell the world about the cool thing that you're working on.
I am super excited about his cool thing.
Me too. Can I say it makes me hungry, or is that giving too much away?
It makes me want a submarine sandwich.
Hey, speaking of, did you see this huge ship that sailed into Manitowoc's port?
We totally did. So first of all, can I just give a shout out to our community for how much they posted, shared videos, pictures. Like, I saw this from so many different places, and I love that our community is excited about our harbor. I love our community is excited about having a ship that size. Like, it was really cool. None of the pictures and videos do justice to seeing it in person.
It's so true. And you're right, Kristen. I love that there were so many pictures posted from so many different angles. Some of the aerials were so striking. What I
Yes.
like about this angle too is juxtaposed next to the submarine really gives you a sense of scale.
Yeah, Doug actually said, like, the submarine just looks like a plate submarine or something next to, we watched Jason's, like, fast forward video last night, and, yeah, he was like, "Oh my gosh, look at how little the submarine looks," and we all know that the submarine is not tiny by any means, but, yeah, I took the girls down there, and they were like, "Whoa!" And then Grace wasn't with us that particular day, so I made sure we took Grace down before it left, and then she was just astonished, like, how she's like, "I feel like it should be scraping on the bottom of the river, like, it shouldn't fit there."
I know. I know. And I did not get a chance to see it leave, but I was like, does it have to back out? Because I can't imagine how it would turn around in the river. And
Yeah.
I also missed a chance of seeing it at night. I think that would have been cool, probably all lit up.
Yeah, my mom and dad were down there and said it was very cool lit up, and I'm not sure who took the videos, but I'm sure you can find them on Facebook. Somebody had some pictures. They were aerial pictures at sunrise, and, it was just they were really stunning, so
There was somebody that was posting, I think I'm going to get the name right. I think it's Nathan Teener. If you look
okay.
up that name, he had some stunning shots.
Yeah, maybe that's where it was from, but yeah, just, the little things, we appreciate the little things here in the Midwest, and clearly a ship coming into our harbor for, 24 to 36 hours is something that's incredibly exciting.
Yeah, yeah. Especially because it's a sign of active commerce. And
Right.
hey, speaking of, Jeff Tess says we can say anything we want. So, and he is also willing to join us next Tuesday. Awesome, Jeff. Let's talk offline and confirm that and get you the details so
I
you can
think we
log in with us.
I think we should talk next Tuesday. I want him to be able to tell this story. It's so exciting.
Okay, okay. All right, guys. So tune in. Next Tuesday, we'll have Jeff Tess tell us about his new endeavor. It has something to do with submarines and satisfying your hunger and some other good stuff right along the lakeshore.
Perfect. So I just saw, yeah, London Dairy Alpaca Ranch. Good morning.
Good
Cobia is just
morning.
a little over 300 feet. So how long do you think that makes that other ship?
Oh my gosh, let's put this other ship back up really quick. If the cobia, the little ship you see on the left, which I don't mean to say little, but in this photo it looks little, if that's 300 feet, holy smokes. I mean, the Algoma Intrepid's got to be 1,200, 2,000.
Yeah. I was thinking
Oh,
at a minimum 3 or 4 cobias.
wow. Yeah, yeah. That is at least 3 or 4 covias.
Hey, so
London Dairy Alpaca, thank you for telling us that information, and thanks for tuning in. Tell us, were the baby alpacas born? I know you had posted some pictures of the mama alpacas and that there was news that there'd be some babies. Tell us, tell us, tell us.
yes. Another thing that I learned kind of alongside of this is when ships bring coal in and fuel in for Manitowoc Public Utilities, it takes them about 12 hours to unload. And so just to give you a context, the Intrepid was in town. I don't know what it ended up being. I know it was more than 24 hours, but if you think about how long it took for it to unload its cargo in that silo down there and take it across the road over to Breese, um, that's pretty amazing, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Okay, hold
Oh,
on a second.
Jeff.
Jeff's got a message. Remember, 18 feet of the cobia is hidden.
Underwater.
Jeff. For those of you who don't know, Jeff himself was a submariner. And I think, Jeff, you have your dolphins, which means, if I understand correctly, that means you know the ship from like stern to bow and everything about it. You can answer any question. If I'm,
Aha.
ta- if I'm telling tales out of school, let me know. But
That's super cool. Okay, I did not think about that. So there's more of the cobia that we don't see because it's underwater.
I never thought
But
of
I
it.
would still say, oh, there we go. Oh, that seems like that's not long enough.
Oh, yeah. Wow. All right. So Thank you for that intrepid research right there. So,
Yeah.
according to Google, the Algoma Intrepid ship is 650 feet long. Yep, I would have guessed longer.
Okay.
Cool. Wow, very cool.
This has been a very enlightening, forceful morning already, and we've only been on for like 10 minutes.
This May 4th is great.
Amazing.
By the way, we're talking about animals, we're talking about things that are great. Kristin, I have been so anxious to talk to you because oh, no. Because this happened. Wrong picture. Okay, if you can see in the background, so here's the lovely Kristin and Doug. Such a gorgeous couple. But look in the background, just behind Doug, the Lion King Jr. is on the Capitol marquee. Kristin, the show was phenomenal. This show blew my socks off. And I kept reminding myself that these are kids.
I have no words. I have no words. So Friday night, that's when the picture was from. Doug and I did date night because Grace was in the show. We took my mom and dad went, and the kids went Thursday night for opening night. Friday night, we decided to do date night there. And seriously, like, I could get emotional just thinking about it. It was awesome. It was so awesome. The kids did amazing. Literally every show was like, I'm sure there were things that, timing or little things, but like literally no issues, no mishaps, it was stunning. There was so many positive comments online. And I have to share. So Tina, I saw you on Sunday. The Capitol was absolutely humming. We did not plan to be there. I was not going to buy tickets for Sunday. I very last minute, but Doug took this picture. The Capitol essentially sold out on Sunday for the show. And yeah, Jeff Tess's daughter, Carly, was in the show. She did also amazing. Yes, we cried like babies. It was so amazing. And I had multiple ushers say to me that since COVID, the Capitol has not really seen crowds. They have not seen people come back. And this was the most they've ever seen. And like, just even the ushers were very excited about the amount of people that were there to see the show and to just participate in what was happening there. It was really, really cool.
Yeah, it was so impressive on so many fronts. I love this picture. I know that Grace is one of these beautiful flowers. They were just so creative in how they used the stage. Like these umbrellas, when the lions would come by and they would touch the umbrellas, they would close like it was a flower protecting itself. To represent the birds, they had like, prop birds on wire, and then somebody dressed kind of like that bird, but the bird would like fly over the audience's heads. It just, every detail. When the lionesses sing their lament after Mufasa dies, Jason and I looked at each other. You're crying, I'm not crying, like it was just so.
Yes. So, I mean, if you've ever seen Lion King on Broadway, you would know that some of those pieces are part of the Broadway show. But to see this in our community and to know that this is like 6 to 18-year-olds that pulled this off, it was amazing. The amount of audience interaction was so cool. Like, I don't know. It was just epic on so many levels. And again, like, congratulations to Treehouse Theater. 10 years of community theater for young people. It's awesome.
Yeah, I'm so proud to know that this is happening right here in our community and that these kids are the future. Like, these kids have got it going on. And Jeff, thank you. Carly was in it. She did an amazing job. And I got to talk to her backstage a little bit, and she did a hyena laugh on video for me. We're going to make a little Coolest Coast feature video about Treehouse, and I cannot wait to use that clip.
Yeah. I mean, the whole weekend was so good. And, I don't know if Jeff had this experience, but we often joke at our house. So I think we were trying to figure out, I think this was Grace's 8th show with Treehouse. And we have something that we call post-show stress disorder. It is the emotional and physical crash that happens after a show is over. Because like these kids work so hard. And the week leading up to a show, is called Tech Week. And Tina, you've been through shows, so you kind of know what this is like. But literally from the Sunday before through last Sunday, those kids are there. in costume, in makeup, running full rehearsals. And she was going, for Grace at least, her call time was 4:20. So we were going right from school, coming home and eating quick, and then she was going right down to the Capitol. And then she was there until typically 8:15 or 8:20 by the time they take costumes off and put everything away. That's a long week for little kids. And I mean, they work so hard. So yeah, Sunday night, I think she could start feeling this emotional crash of the show's ending. I don't want it to be over. I love my art friends, and just also just the excitement around having a packed house on that last day.
Right, right. So there's the energy that comes from the audience being there, from the audience applauding. I mean, there's nothing like that wave of audience applause that rushes over you when you're on stage. But yeah, the bond that you make with your fellow actors, that's like, there's still people I see that I've been in a show with, and it's kind of like running into family when you see them.
Right. Right. And the other thing that I just from a mindset thing and for perspective, most of these kids have been on stage at the UW Center Theater, which holds about 325 people. And on Sunday, they were on stage in front of over 900 people, triple the amount of audience that they had heard clap, hoot and holler, applause, laugh. So if you can just imagine being on stage and getting that level of feedback back, do you know what I mean? Like it's
Yeah.
totally different. It's a totally different scale.
Oh, Jeff, this was Kaylee's first show. I had no idea. She's so talented. Well, I'm looking forward to seeing more.
Yeah.
I hope she enjoyed it. I hope it was a good experience.
You would never know that it was Carly's first show. She did awesome.
Yeah. Wow. Wow. Very cool. Well, tell Grace we are so proud of her. I absolutely loved it. Hold on a second. Is that what this is? Oh, no, that's totally different. That wasn't the Lion King image from the tiny thumbnail. I thought it was a lion.
Yeah. And Jeff, I'm with you. We're still there. We're kind of still in recovery mode. So she's kind of like, what can we do next? What can we do next? What can we do next? Because she's on that like heightened adrenaline rush. And I'm like, we're doing nothing. We're doing nothing. We're doing nothing. It's okay.
And it's not like some shows are kind of easy to stage. This one, The Lion King, those kids had to sit through a long time of makeup and hair and costume before they could even get onto stage.
Right. Right. Well, and there's certain characters, it's interesting about the show dynamics. A character like Pumbaa and Timon, they don't appear until the second half. Right? Or Mufasa's in the first half, but he doesn't really appear at all in the second half. So, it's just the dynamics of the characters in this play are also just very interesting. So, the whole thing was amazing.
Speaking of the dynamics, I was thinking about the casting. Pumbaa and Timon had such good chemistry. They were just so perfectly embodied those characters. I could have watched them all day long.
I know.
And even Mufasa, he really had like that James Earl Jones timbre to his voice. I loved every bit of it.
I'd never planned on going to all 4 shows, but I just needed to go again and again and again. And my mom went with us 2 nights and wasn't planning to go Sunday. And then all of a sudden I found out she was sitting in the balcony. She had bought a single ticket in the middle of a row so she could go. And she said, I thought you weren't going. And I said, well, I thought you weren't going, but we both ended up. She said, I just wanted to watch it one more time.
Yep, so. It was just that good. And by the way, Mary Hamchick's letting us know that she's in Clue. The Maskers is staging it middle of May, I think like May 12th, 13th, 14th, something like that. It's based on the board game and the movie. Yes, Mary, cool story about Clue. My husband Jason was actually doing that show in Elkhart Lake. It was a musical version, and I had been offered a part, but I was already doing a show with Maskers, so I couldn't take it. But I went to see it. And that's how I met him, and here we are. So Clue is part of our lore, so I will definitely.
Wow, that's a super cool story. I know there's a lot of local favorites in Clue alongside Mary, so definitely go check it out. Those shows are always so much fun.
Here's a little well-kept secret. You know the Manitowoc Postcard mural that is on 8th Street? It says greetings from Manitowoc.
Yes.
Each one of the letters, like the M, the A, the N, all have an image painted in it that represents Manitowoc in some way. And I think it's the W has the Capitol Civic Center, and it shows the marquee. Well, if you look closely on the marquee, it says Clue, and that's because it hasn't been done there before. This will be the first time, but it says Clue because Jason was the artist that painted it, and so that was like a little homage to how we met.
Oh, I love that. Now I'm going to have to I don't know. I mean, I've seen it, I've looked at it, but I'm really going to have to go study it now and see what's all in the letters. That's such a cool thing.
Nice. Yeah, and there's one of them has the lion fountain that's at Lincoln Park Zoo.
Yes.
And the little girl that's drinking out of it, that's the wife, that's Lisa Nelson, the wife of Barry Nelson. They're the ones who sponsored the mural.
Nice. Oh my gosh.
Just a little
Look at
unknown.
these fun inside. Aren't you guys glad you came on Coolest Coast with Kristin and Tina today? Fun things.
Right, right.
Oh.
All right. So I have to tell you, this was delicious. This is some purple sticky rice, and I got it at the Tyler Market this past week. It just made me so happy. I could eat this every day.
Okay, tell me what makes purple sticky rice purple.
I don't know. I don't know what the secret is. I don't know why it's sticky that way, but it's not sticky. Like if you touch it, like you can grab a chunk of it and like make it into a ball, and it's not sticking on your fingers in any way. So it's only sticky to itself, and it's tasty. I don't know though how. I don't know anything about it except I love to eat it.
I wonder. Okay, I have a couple of thoughts about this. So regular rice can be like sticky rice also. Like white rice, jasmine rice can be sticky also. But I wonder if it's like a purple grain. Like purple corn or blue corn. That's where my brain is. Or does it taste different?
It tastes good.
I would hope so. Why would you keep eating it if it didn't taste good?
But it doesn't taste, for example, purple. Like whatever makes it purple. It's not like you can taste.
You thought it would taste like grape?
Or like taro root or some kind of like purple potato or something. Like it doesn't have that flavor, but I don't know how it's achieved.
I was also thinking along the lines of like squid ink.
Oh. I don't know.
Okay, where's Jeff and Jason? These are like chefs, right?
Yes, come on, chefs.
Tell us why the purple rice is purple. Because it's like the smaller, if you put that picture up again.
Yeah.
Smaller, less hydrated grains look like a deeper purple than the ones that have been hydrated, which is why I'm thinking maybe it's purple grain in the same thought family as blue corn. But prove me wrong, guys. Somebody tell us the answer.
Who's got Google at their fingertips right now? Who can tell us? That would be awesome.
Why is purple rice purple?
Okay, so Kristin, what I think is important is not only did you have a good Saturday, like deep cleanse night, but if you look closely, Kristin is wearing Christmas jammies, and it is May 4th. Now, granted, this picture was taken maybe May 2nd, May 1st, but still in May. But it's funny because she sent me this picture, and I was wearing my winter jammies too. And so we were lamenting that here it is May, and we're still in our winter jammies.
Yes. So Saturday night, the show was a matinee show on Saturday. And so we called a timeout for Saturday night and said, we are going to order pizza. We're going to watch a movie. We had these face masks from the dollar store, which may or may not actually be good for our skin. Who knows? But it was a lot of fun. So Grace and Nora do have like a face peel on. Theirs were clear. And as you can see, my mom and I and Josie, ours had coloring in them. It was a fun idea. The little girls didn't enjoy peeling it off. It ended up being maybe a little bit like, imagine peeling a Band-Aid off. But like, I feel like maybe my skin is glowing. So is it worth it? Pain, beauty is pain. Pain is beauty.
So what I want to know is that dark colored face, is that what's used to color the rice?
Maybe. Okay, we've got some tips here.
Jason says, purple rice's color is created by a flavonoid called Anthocyanin pigment. The same pigment gives blueberries, eggplants, and other healthy fruits and vegetables their deep color. Oh, and then Joy Ruzick says that inky black when raw and when cooked turns purple. Thanks, you guys. Thanks for being on top of that.
I know. Joy's my aunt. Good morning, Joy. Thanks for
Good
popping
morning.
on. Yeah.
You know what else brings me joy? We were talking about being cold wearing our jammies, but look at what I spotted in the yard. It's
Love it.
fine.
I feel like our daffodils are really, really close to blooming. They're not, we're a little bit closer to the lake, so they're not quite there yet, but it's so beautiful.
Yeah, you can see behind there's a bunch that are like ready to, but haven't shown us the bloom yet. But I was so excited because we were talking about this last time, how nothing had quite bloomed. And
Yes,
here we are.
I know. I love seeing all the colors start peeking up. We definitely have more of our plants peeking up through the ground now. There's a lot more green starting to kind of peek through in, our flower beds and things like that. So we're close. I love the sunshine today after, again, days and days of rain and gray.
Yes.
It's so nice. Which is
It
why I
feels
put
so
this
good.
flower shirt today. But you guys, in typical Tina and Kristin fashion, we managed to coordinate our outfits again. I swear we have energy connections beyond discussion.
Yep. It's so true, Kristen. It's amazing. I mean, not only did we have matching masks, which was super cool, we actually, and that we did plan, but what we're wearing is just how we're going out in the day.
I
And
know.
yeah, the fact that we chose the same color scheme, it's amazing. I love that connection.
I know. It's so fun.
Hey, last time we were talking about books, and one of the viewers mentioned The Alchemist by Paulo Coelho. And then I just saw this quote and I loved it and wanted to share it. It says, "The world is changed by your example, not by your opinion."
I love that. Yeah, I mean, that's really, that's contrary to the do as I say, not as I do, right?
Right.
Which is like the example and your actions and the things that you do show people who you really are, right?
Right. Right. It's so important, those actions. By the way, Jeff just said that our connection, he brought it back around. It's
Aha!
the force. That's awesome.
Love it.
Brilliant.
On Sunday when we were at the show, we had sat down in our seats and I had seen Jason come in and said hi to Jason. And then I turned and looked and I saw Tina in the tech box. And I said, I got to go say hi to Tina. Now, I don't know if you heard me say that, but as I got up and walked around the pool to go greet you, you were already coming to greet me. How fabulous is that?
Yeah, it's great. The force is great. May the fourth be with you. I know this is the wrong series, but there we go.
I can only do it with one hand really good. My left hand is very strong. The right, I have to use my own Jedi mind tricks on to do it. Can you do it with both hands? Oh, you totally can. Okay, so you showed a video in the beginning.
Yes.
Your son Teak made the video. Tell us about his blossoming videography talents.
Well, this one, literally it's just filming and it's like a piggy bank. And so when you put the coin in, there's a little button and that's what activates him. But he really is getting some video editing chops. He's taking a class at UWGB. And for history, they had to put this video together as a team. And, all the kids that he's working with are older than him. But he's like, "You guys, I got this. If you give me your content, I will edit it." And so he spent a long time, asked me a bunch of questions, but, did audio, did cuts, did titling, and even did some motion graphics. He's like, "Mom, look at all these keyframes." I was like, dang. And anyway, yesterday he was kind of on cloud nine, just like the girls that were in the show, right?
Right.
Because they previewed it in class and he said his teacher was just like, "This is awesome. I don't even need to be up here today. We should have just showed this video. Everyone would have learned." So he was on cloud nine that it was received so well.
That is amazing. I mean, how affirming for him that not only does he love doing it, but he has legitimate talent in doing that, right? Like that's super exciting.
Right, right. Yeah, he's got a sense of humor as he does it. He kind of gets the idea of telling a story, which I love.
Right. And I mean, he's in high school. So, like, how validating to have success in a college level class and to hear feedback like that. That's amazing.
Yeah,
Is
yeah,
Tika a
yeah.
senior this year?
No, he's a junior.
He's a junior. Oh my gosh. So he's just got still so much time to keep working on this.
I know.
How
I
fun.
know. So yeah, I'm thankful that he shared a little video clip. So let me share that clip as we sign off. Thank you everybody for joining us today on this May 4th. May the 4th be with you and also with you.
Have a great day, guys.